Hello everyone. I'm Mrs. Rekha Hassan, Assistant Professor of English from Government First Grade College, Kaur, Mangalore. The novel Nampally Road by Meena Alexander. This novel is prescribed for BBA Sem 4 of Mangalore University with the text titled Compulsory Foundation Course in English. Today's session is on Chapter 9, The History Lesson. Before going to the session 28, we shall have a quick recap of Chapter 8, A Dark Room, where we saw Laura packing up all her luggage in order to go to Canada because it was unbearable for her to tolerate her husband's torture. So she wants to go to her sister's place, Canada. And she has also promised Rani that when she goes and settles in Canada, should also invite Rani to Canada. And Rani is very sure of Laura's promise. Laura seemed to be packing all her whole world to carry away with her, having tears in her eyes. Then Meera listens to Sujit Singh's announcement at radio that the curfew has been lifted and everything, the arrangements are going on for the grand celebration of Limka Gowda's birthday. Thousands of peasants were called from all parts of the place to accompany the voice of citizens of Hyderabad, supporting and raising the voice in support of Limka Gowda, shouting that he is their great leader. Many of the leaders were arrested who were in the conspiracy against Limka Gowda, and some of the people were arrested because they were suspected of smuggling the arms and they had a contact with terrorism. So, whoever they helped to catch those suspicious people, they were rewarded. This was announced in the whole city. People involved themselves in the arrangement of the celebration for Limka Gowda's birthday. Everyone on the street was rejoicing, but Ramu was not found there. Ramu took Meera to a strange place where the Kabaddi master was there, and he took these two to a house which was the Maitreyi's house. There they saw the Ramiza Bey, who was taken care of by Maitreyamma. Maitreyamma was seen with snakes in a cloth tied to her waist, and she knew the trick of removing the poison from the snakes. She was given work to carry the water pot to the prisoners at Gauligoda station. Ramiza Bey was cured of her fever, and she was there in her old sari before Meera and Ramu. Ramiza Bey was trying to convey few things to Ramu and Meera by drawing with a pencil. Suddenly, the pencil fell down, and once again, Meera handed the pencil again to Ramiza Bey. But Ramiza was ashamed of conveying the message. And Meera even noticed the pressure marks on her wrist. The impression of a pyramid with the X marks in a few rectangles on some bricks of it. So she had dreamt the same earlier, and Mira recalls her dream, which was similar to the drawing of Rameza Bay. Rameza was unable to bring the death of torture which she had in the station on a bit of paper. Maitreyi even she pushed Mira away with a great resolution because it was unbearable torture for Rameza Bey. Mira wished to Mira wished to give up her own useless life in some way that could help Rameza. Little mother, she felt a little bit relaxed, and we see Swami Chari frequently visiting little mother, which cheered up her. And Durga Bai reveals that the curfew has been removed and the arrangements are going on for the birthday celebration of Limka Gowda. So Meera reveals to little mother that herself and Ramu went to meet old Pitulabai's daughter Maitreyi, where they saw she was about to reveal about Ramizabe, but Ramu stops her. There was a hot discussion between Meera and Swamiji regarding the theological concepts, where Swamiji feels that male is more dominant and female they are inferior, and they are not allowed to have all kinds of knowledge. And this enraged Meera. She starts arguing with him, saying that she had spent much time in reciting shlokas. And all kinds of knowledge should also be given to the women as well. So, when they were talking about these things, it was about to get out of order. Then Ramu stops Meera and he takes her away from that place, saying, Little mother, that he will take care of her. With this, the chapter 8 comes to an end, and now we are in chapter 9, the history lesson, with the session number 28. Ramu and Meera attended a meeting crowded with the revolutionaries in the old school gates of the schoolhouse. The gathering was crowded with hundreds of people with their cries and whispers, shouts as the speeches started, and their hands were thrusted with the red flags as a symbol of protest. Meera was astonished to see a small girl holding red flag in her hand as a sign of protest. People assembled there to discuss the injustice rampant in Hyderabad and the atrocities committed every day under the rule of Chief Minister Limka Gowda, who had planned a huge birthday celebration for himself. One by one, the speakers started coming to the stage and talking to the people, addressed to the people. One of the speakers came forward to speak about the Chief Minister's birthday planning. They planned to erect a cardboard city, which was the replica of ancient inner city, and his birthplace in the city was to be picked out in red lights in the cardboard replica. A child was chosen to be Sri Krishna, who would be dancing on his birthday celebration. And this child was chosen from the working class. The next speaker was the woman from a village to the north of the city. That woman, she knew Ramizabe's family, and she spoke on the violence committed every day. 5 peasants slaughtered for refusing to pay taxes to the landlord. Two sisters being raped and buried half alive in the shifting sands of the Arabian Sea. The nurses, in fear of molestation, were terrified to take up their duties in the far flung villages. Listening to the voice of the speaker, Mira felt her ears swollen and her body struck in its place. Next comes the woman called Maitreyi. She was dressed in dark blue rags. With this, we come to the end of the session 28. If you would like to have further reading, you can refer the text compulsory foundation course in English for the BBA degree program SEM 4.